Hmm? Hello everyone. Now we are going to talk about, today we are going to see about human chorionic gonadotrophin. Fine. So, what is basically human chorionic gonadotrophin? As the name says, it is released from the something like chorion. So, what is chorion? Chorion is that which is present in the placenta. Right. So, what happens? So, human chorionic gonadotrophin is produced by the syncytial trophoblast of the placenta. Before we go into further, let's see why should we have a human chorionic gonadotrophin first. Human chorionic gonadotrophin. So, what normally happens? Once the ovum is released, that follicle develops into a corpus luteum, and that corpus luteum will be releasing a progesterone, right? What is the role of this progesterone? This progesterone will help will prepare that bed, and it will help and sustain the fetus, right? So, we are supposed to have progesterone throughout the pregnancy for that bed to be maintained. But what happens normally, once the follicle releases the ovum away, once the follicle releases the ovum and this becomes a corpus luteum, and it will be releasing a progesterone for a while. But after some time, the corpus luteum will degenerate and the progesterone release will not be there. But to maintain the progesterone for a while, but in case the conception happens and the fetus is formed, we need to have progesterone at least for a while, right? I mean, we need to have progesterone throughout the entire pregnancy, but initially we want the corpus luteum to secrete progesterone and maintain the fetus. So how to make this corpus luteum stay as such and produce progesterone? That is possible by means of the human chorionic gonadotrophin. How come? What is producing the human chorionic gonadotrophin? If you see, we have the uterus, right? And we have now the fetus is being embedded in the uterus. So what will happen? The fetus will have syncytial trophoblast and cytotrophoblast. The cytotrophoblast will be like a tree-like of kind of, and the syncytial trophoblast will be like this. So here we will be having uterine vessels and the uterine glands. So there will be a communication is established. This syncytial trophoblast will be releasing the HCG, so as to maintain the corpus luteum, so that the corpus luteum will start secreting progesterone. After a while, the placenta will take over. After a while, like what? After at about 3 months, the HCG will slowly start decreasing and the placenta will slowly start decreasing, and the placenta will take over and it will start releasing progesterone, and the progesterone which is produced by the placenta is adequate for the fetal well-being, fine, to sustain the fetus. But till 3 months we need the help of the corpus luteum. For the corpus luteum to function adequately, we need HCG. That HCG is produced by the syncytial trophoblast. You understand? So that is why usually when this HCG, human chorionic gonadotrophin, is the one which is responsible for producing emesis in pregnant females. So therefore, even if the lady is having a hyperemesis, it will mostly last for the first 3 months, because that is the time when HCG is highest. I hope you have learned about HCG. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. ஏன்பா உள்ள போய்க்கலாம்லப்பா